how to do a basic hemp bracelet with a square knot. So that's just like the basic one that you see everybody wearing. So I'm using 1/2 millimeter spool of hemp, and I'm using these beads. They were on a necklace that broke and I really liked it, so they're just different variations of metal. This, I have no idea why it's in there. It's apparently an earring that I lost the pair to. For the center of your bracelet, basically the way that making it works is you have one strand that always stays perfectly still and it's in the center and it stays there forever. You can either use 1 or 2 strands of the hemp that you're using, or you can use something else. Sometimes I use leather. If the beads have a really small hole, these ones don't, these ones have a decent sized hole, but if you're using beads with a really small hole, you can just use plastic wire for stringing beads. So, the next thing that I use, and this is totally optional, is I just got this. They come in a pack from the dollar store, and I'm going to use it to hold the bracelet down, and you're going to see why in a minute. I just stick it onto the desk, and when I'm done, I'm just going to rip it off. The first thing that you're going to do is you're going to take your hemp, and you're going to figure out how long you want it to be. I'm going to actually make it a little bit longer than that. And since I'm putting 2 strands down the middle, I'm going to just double that. So, there we go. Of course, there we go. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to cut another piece of hemp that is going to be 2 to 3 times as long as the first one. So now you have 2 pieces of string, the one that's this long, and we're going to take the middle of the other string. We're going to just find it by holding the ends together, pulling it tight. There's the middle of that one. We're going to match it up with the middle of our short string so that they look like this. There's where the 2 short ends finish, and then there's the 2 long ends, and we're just going to tie a knot here. As tight as we can get it, and then we're going to stick it over whatever we have to hold our bracelet in place. I did that, but you can use absolutely anything. Even you can use like the leg of furniture, which is what I used to do. So now your 2 short strands, you're going to want to have them in the middle. So now tying a square knot. These are, remember, the 2 short strands are in the middle, there they are. The 2 long strands are really long, they're on the sides. So the short strands in the middle is our anchor. It's always going to stay hold nice and tight. If you want to, you can pull it tight and tape it down. You're going to have to lift this up again when you do start to add beads. So you don't want this to be like a permanent thing. You just want it nice and tight for now. So there we go. What you're going to do is you're going to take one side, either side, pull it over top. You're going to take the other side and put it on top of the first side, under your anchor line, just like that. If it gets twisted up, just sort it out. And then you're going to take it up through your first one. And then you're just going to hold them up. Nice and tight, nice and high. So now we're just going to take the opposite side. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to loop it over, take this side, we're going to cross it on top of the first one, under the anchor line, and up through the first one. Pull them nice and tight. For the next one, opposite side again, make a D on top of the first one, under the anchor line, and then out through the D that you made with the first one. And you can see that we have a little pattern going on. So I'm just going to keep going. Now, here's the thing. If you ever forget which one you're supposed to do next, the side that has this little ring, see how right now, if you look at our bottom knot, this side has a little D ring. That's the side we're going to make the D on. So, we're making a D. We're going to take the other side, put it over top, underneath, and up through here. Alright, so now you're just going to keep on going until you get to the point where you're going to add a bead, and I'll explain exactly where it is when I get there.